YouTube, Instagram. What is up, y'all? This is your girl, Yo-Yo. How is everybody doing this evening? I pray we all are having a blessed Tuesday. Y'all, I look a little rough. I'm a little tired, but that's all right. We're going to get through this, right? We are going to get through this tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about two things, humbleness and happiness. But before we start with that, we're going to do your Did You Know in Black History. I'm looking for my glasses, y'all. I got to see. Got to get the glasses on so I can read the Did You Know in Black History. So, tonight we're talking about there are 41 Black-owned purse-making companies in the United States. 41 Black-owned purse-making companies in the United States. I'm going to read off some to you all so you all would know that there are other purse companies out there besides Michael Kors, Coach, what's the other people's? Gucci, Betty, all them. These are Black-owned purse companies. And you have Merway, Maximin, Zashudu, Homage, Purton, Reed Projects, that's the name of it, Silver and Riley, Brandon Blackwood. Oh my God, his purses are amazing, y'all. Amazing, let me tell you. Yvonne Cohn, Kintu in New York, Teflar. Everybody knows who Teflar is because Beyonce had one of their purses out in public, so that's a new thing now. And then you have Tote and Carry. Tote and Carry has an amazing purse line, and they have a luggage collection that is sturdy, is nice. I ordered me a duffel bag from them. I'm waiting for it to come in. So, and I'm also going to order another purse from one of these Black-owned businesses, you know, just to promote our Black businesses. And again, I choose these because women, we like purses. I know, I'm a purse fanatic. I'm a shoe fanatic. And I wanted to get out of just buying Louis and Gucci and Prada and all that other stuff and Chanel. And I wanted to find some Black-owned purse companies. And I looked these up and they are amazing. Amazing. I looked at the reviews. I looked at everything. And oh my God, who is calling me? I looked at sorry, IG. I looked at everything about them and they are amazing. So that is your Did You Know in Black History. That is your, what happened? Hold on, IG. Let me stop this. And no, I'm not going to discard that one. I don't know what just happened, but I don't know why is it not doing it. Why is it taking a picture? I don't know what's going on with IG today, but okay, I think we got IG back now. I don't know what happened. So like I was stating before, that is your Did You Know in Black History. Well, we're going to talk about it, y'all. We're going to talk about the humbleness and we're going to talk about happiness. I looked up the definition for being humble. The definition is not proud or arrogant, modest, courteous, and respectful. The verb is humbling or humble, to lower in condition, importance, or dignity. Happy, it means delighted, pleased, glad, pleasure, or contentment. Now, why did I want to talk about, I'm sorry, I don't have my papers outside to use my other computer. Why did I want to talk about these topics tonight? Because I have been seeing a lot of people around, I'm just going to say that, that say they are happy, they're excited, but when they go home, they feel defeated. And you can tell that they're not really happy. There's a facade. They're putting on a front they're doing this, they're doing that. And the reason I chose humbleness is because I'm gonna use me for the I don't accept compliments very well. And I don't feel as though I am in a place in my life where oh God, where I should be. Let me just say that. So I have to humble myself and be and take it in, and to not be boastful of things that I have, because I know it can be gone within a blink of an eye. And happiness to me is very important, is because, and I always said this, and I said it on a couple of shows way back when, I didn't know what happiness was. I thought I was happy at one point in time, and let me tell you something. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I'm happy. I'm doing what I want to do. I could get who I want to do. I could screw your man and won't care because that makes me happy. Da, 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 da. I was miserable. Miserable, miserable, miserable. That was stupid. That was dumb. That was something that I told myself that I thought happiness was. And I wasn't content with myself. I kept looking for someone or something else to make me happy. And I see a lot of people, and I talk to some young people that way. I even talk to my daughters sometimes. And I'm like, what is it? Like, I don't want you to find your happiness. I don't want you to think that this man over here is going to make you happy, or this girl, yeah, I'm gonna say girl, over here is gonna make you happy. You have to find your happiness within yourself. And it took me a long time to get to a place where I can be happy with Yomi, where I could be happy with Yo-Yo, that I could be in my house by myself, in my room with my dog, either reading, watching a movie, or being on TikTok. And I'm telling you, I get on TikTok because there's some crazy people on TikTok. But I learned that happiness had to start within myself. And I was looking at Red Table Talk. Now I have followed Jada Pinkett Smith for a long time on most of her social media pages. And she said at one point she used to look to Will to make her happy. She used to look to money and her children to make her happy. And she's in a search of her happiness. But in the process of being happy, she also was downing her husband and saying he doesn't please her and he doesn't make her happy. And then I started thinking about that, and I started meditating on some things. And I was like, is that person really happy? When you are putting someone else down to make yourself feel relevant or yourself feel exalted, then you're not happy. Because if you're truly happy, you don't have to use somebody else's misfortunes to boast yourself up, to make you look better than what you are. That means you need to be humble within yourself, right? To honor not only yourself, but the person you're with. So, and I was like, well, how can one be happy when you're constantly putting down somebody else? Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. I do. I like to joke. My facial expressions tell a lot of stuff and things, but I learned that not talking about people, gossiping about things, using someone else's misfortune for my benefit is not good. It's not. That makes me think of me being miserable in my life. And I don't want to be miserable in my life. I want to be happy within my life and stuff. Oh, I didn't even see you coming. Hey, Brittany Tefla. Yeah, I know. I want you want one too. This Facebook, I don't know who this is. I consider myself to be very humble and happy in most aspects of my life. And Brittany says, "You are the bomb. You should be proud of your accomplishments." I am proud of my accomplishments. However, comma, at one point in time, I didn't know, I didn't feel like I was content enough in thinking that I was doing the right thing, that someone was like, if someone said, "Girl, you did this and you did that." No, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. And because I don't take credit for things that, you know, I may have or may or don't have. I think it as God put me in a place to have these things, and He also can take it away. Whatever His decision is, I'm gonna have to roll with it, right? Um, but I learned to be happy regardless of my situation. I learned to be happy within myself in situations. I learned to be happy that even when chaos is around me, I'm at peace. Uh Now don't get me wrong, there's sometimes my anxiety kicks in, and sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. However, I think about Yomi, Yo Yo, um, get your life together, calm down, and focus on things that you can control and things that are going to keep you in a humble state. And so that's just like me. I can congratulate another woman, another man, a child who has a business, who's out here doing their doggone thing, because I am secure within myself. And I love to see other people prosper. I love to see y'all. I'm sorry if y'all hear my dog snoring. He is right beside me, and I don't want to kick him because he's really loud, really loud. And he just snoring really loud. Anyway, um, but let me get back to when okay, so I'm gonna go back to Jada Pickett Smith real quick. I don't know if anybody watches her show. I I used to think a lot of her topics were really good. Topics about women coming out, um, drug abuse, things like that. But I had to stop watching it because some of her shows were in a negative light that I saw. And again, it made me think about, is she really happy within herself, in her spiritual walk? That's what she says, in her walk, in her life. And so that also made me think about myself. Am I happy within myself, in my spiritual walk, in my walk with my children and my family, whatever? I could honestly say today, yes, I am. And I humble myself a lot when it comes to things like my business. I had to humble myself when it came to my business because I know I don't know everything about this area, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to um, research. I'm willing to listen. I don't think I'm so high that I can't stop learning, that I can't stop reaching the potential that I know I can in my business. So that means I had to humble myself. I believe it was TD Jakes who said, Bishop Jakes who said, some people are just so proud of being a 10 that they don't want to be an 11 because they don't want to feel less. I'm paraphrasing. This is not his quote, I promise you, but it's something like this. That you're so proud of being a 10 that you don't want to cross over and be an 11 to be back at the bottom to learn to get to a 20 because you're happy at that 10 because you're boastful and proud and you're not humble enough to keep learning. And I had to think about that. I had a discussion with my best friend Renita and Danny, excuse me. And we talked about that. And I remember us talking about it. I always want to be, if I'm a 10 here in this area, then I want to cross over and I want to go back to being an 11, a number 1. So I can learn step by step so I can reach another goal or statue per se to get to my growth. I want to humble myself enough to, I don't mind being at the bottom. Look, let me tell you something. I was in a room with people that I didn't how can I say this? That I felt were up here and I was down here. And baby, I was taking notes, typing notes in my phone, learning, getting knowledge to help myself. And I felt like a little child on the first day of school because I was learning and I got a little knowledge and I always understood. I'm starting to understand that it's okay to be a 1 sometimes. It's okay to be a 2 sometimes. It's okay to be a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8, 9, and it's okay to be a 10. But you go through steps. You can't go from a 1 to a 10 and forget all the numbers in between. You have to learn and build and grow into that. So I'm humbling myself. And I wanted to bring that up tonight because I see a lot of people just don't know what humbling themselves are. And back to the definition. Let me get back to the definition. Humble is not proud or arrogant. So there are a lot of arrogant people out here. And I'm going to be honest and say at one point in time, I was also. But I got knocked off my arrogant high horse real quick. And when stuff happens to you in your life, it humbles you. But some people still don't humble themselves to get to another level, another growth, another step. We have to start being honest with ourselves. We have to start being okay with learning. We have to start being okay with being content where we are. Not saying that we're going to stay there, but being content in this area right now and humble and happy. Stop. Where we are right now to grow to the next level. And that's what I wanted to come on here tonight and talk about, because I really believe that this society, in our government, there's a lot of arrogant, narcissist people, and they are not humble. And they are not humble. And you know what? Before I go on, this really just crossed my mind. And I meant to start the show with this. My prayers are going out to all the families of the children that lost their lives and the teacher that lost her life today in Texas. Another killing of children in the elementary school. I don't understand why they're killing children in elementary school. What possibly can you do? I'm getting off my soapbox. But my hearts and prayers go out to the children and I can't even pronounce the name, but it starts with an A. Uvalde, Texas. So my heart goes out to them, and I pray for their families. Now going back to being happy and humbling yourself. Even in being happy, there's a source of humbleness also. Because when you're happy, you don't have to have the last word. You don't always have to get everything your way. You don't always have to boast about certain things. Being happy is also humbling. we all have to learn how to be happy within ourselves and not look for someone else to make us happy. I look at social media sometimes and I see people, the relationship goes. Why? What is that shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should be your own goal, not with what they look like, because you don't know what they got going on back home. Be happy within yourself and in your relationship, not what somebody else has. Be humble enough to know um, your limits, to know that it's okay to learn, to grow. Be humble enough to share your likes and dislikes without being disrespectful, without being that you're not courteous. Uh, so I just wanted to come on here tonight and talk. I wasn't going to be before you long tonight because I was really in this mode about being happy and being humble and enjoying ourselves in life. So much is going. Gas prices are skyrocketed. Food prices are out of control. The government don't know nothing. They too busy trying to line their pockets. We got a war in Russia. We got people here in the United States going plumb crazy. We need a world where you can be happy within yourself, where you can be content within yourself and humble enough to know that you can learn from others and others' mistakes. Our past, we're going to keep repeating the past if we don't humble ourselves and understand that things happen and we have to learn from that to move into our future. We have to be happy with ourselves to understand that I don't have to be in a crowd to be satisfied in life. We have to realize that everybody needs somebody, but that person shouldn't be the source of your joy, happiness, or anything like that. We all need community. We all need unity, but we don't need somebody to make yourself happy. You need you and God and much prayer. Oh, and a therapist. If you need a therapist, get one of them too, because they are good for you. They help you good get through your stuff, your things that you need to go through. So, and just know that in a world of chaos, you can have peace. In a world of uncertainty, you can have joy. In a world of scrutiny, you can be happy. In a world of division, you can have peace. So I'm going to get off here tonight. I told you I wasn't going to be before you long, but I wanted you all to think about that. Did you change? Are you changing? Are you going to be happy and humble, or are you going to pretend to be happy and then go home and be sad, or go home and not know, or cannot look at yourself for 20 seconds in the mirror without turning your face away or doing something because you are not content with yourself? These are the things that we all have to think about and learn about. So I thank you all so much for coming on here tonight. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to go to bed. But I just really want you all to think about that. Next week, we're going to have a good show. I have a guest on here, and we are going to talk about some things that y'all might like to. But I just want y'all to think about that. About, are you changing your heart? Are you going to be happy and humble? Are you going to pretend like you're happy until the squeeze get on and then all your unhappy thoughts come out? That is stuff that you need to think about. But I thank you all for this evening, for these little minutes for me to come on here on YouTube, Facebook, and IG just to talk with you all for a little bit. I love you all. Have a good night.